Hey all, Board Game Rants here, where you'll find everything solo tabletop gaming and more. The seventh continent lies before you. I shall unbox this. I have much knowledge about this. It's long overdue. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Alright, I have since unwrapped and flipped it over, and kind of an ordinary looking back of the box, wouldn't you say? It's very heavy little bugger, and got some weightiness, and I'm going to pop the lid over. Ta-da! Okay, let's take a look here. I know we've got some cool looking expansion material now. This is, November 2019, and this became available online. They were like, yeah, you can get it before Christmas, and it sure did. It came still here in November. Well, I think I ordered it in October. Anyway, the seventh continent, lots of good. I mean, it's now just a pretty mega popular game, and lots of little expansion-y stuff to it, which is cool. That's always fun to look forward to now that the game has progressed and become a mainstream among many people. There's the rule book, and the rule book. So essentially, this game, I mean, it doesn't seem particularly involved, like in short here. It just talks about, like, if you want to do one of the, so you're going to be exploring this island. If you want to do any action, you basically, there's going to be a little symbol there denoting what type of action you want to do. And there's a whole bunch of actions, and I'll probably find the, okay, here's the player aid. Boom. Look at all those flipping actions. Be stealthy, fight, hunt, fish, climb, dig. Anyway, you don't have to really look at all these and wonder, like, okay, which one am I going to do this turn? Because it really just depends on what terrain tile you're on, or what, you're going to have a few options among all these at any given point. Not like all of them. So it's not like going to kill your brain trying to figure out what to do. But once you decide on an action, then there's going to be a deck of cards representing you or your group's health, depending on if you're playing solo or whatever. And you're going to have to draw this many or more cards that has a little plus symbol. And of those cards that you draw, you have to get a number of successes in order to basically successfully work that action. And so that's it. I mean, you're going to apply the consequence if you succeed and get a number of successes, and you're not going to if you don't get a number of successes. That is a very loud fan. Let me turn that down. Okay, that's a little bit more tolerable. So yeah, you're going to have this player aid here, which is going to go over the turn sequence. Kind of interesting, this game. You don't really take turns. Well, okay, if you're playing solo, you're playing solo. But if you're playing, it's a co-op game, and you're playing with people more than yourself, then you don't have to be like, I go, then clockwise or whatever. You could, the same person could just go over and over and over and over and over and over and over again if they wanted. And so kind of interesting there with the turn choices. Here it's just kind of going over all the cards. You're going to have item cards that you can craft, and that'll help other actions become easier to take or require fewer successes or fewer cards, because this deck of cards that you're going to be drawing, according to this blue number, once you run out of those cards, it kind of represents your life force, and then you have to start drawing from the discard pile. Then if you draw a particular card, a curse card, you lose the game. So that's essentially it. There's sort of this clock built in with taking actions that, if you overdo it, take too many actions or draw too many cards too quickly, you're not going to lift the curse. And that's the whole point of this game, is to explore this island and lift the existing curse that you're trying to lift, and you can do more than one if you want. So okay, yeah, more of and it's just a bunch of cards, just a whole bunch of cards, and I can't really show you any of them because it's a bit of a spoilerish stuff. And turn sequence, yep. It looks a lot more involved than I really think it is. You just got to match numbers and explore. It just tells you what cards to grab and what to do when. It seems all pretty darn straightforward, but pretty cool, pretty ingenious how it's put all together here. And one thing I really like is this whole saving game thing. It's super easy to save. It says games are really long. Super easy to save a game. And in that way, when you get back to the game, it sort of resets stuff. Like, maybe you hunted around and then, if you just kept going, you wouldn't be able to things aren't going to respawn, but there's like this respawn sort of mechanism in the game. When you save it and you come back to it, things are going to respawn. It's sort of like a video game in a sense, and kind of cool. I'm very interested to see how that works, because I've heard some complaints about that too, that it, well, anyway. I have yet to pass judgment. I have not played the game. So, okay, zippity-boo, there we go. All right. So there's that. What do we got here? Okay, so everybody's little tokeny tokens. Okay. And then, oh, I don't know, they're cute little dice. Those guys are cute little, that's the end of my pinky, little fellas. Just going to keep track of the durability of your items. And so, I don't know, there's actually a time where you just kind of roll them. It's just sort of like counter trackers. There probably is, and somewhere in the game where you got to roll them. Anyway, preparation to storage. Okay, got a little, okay, so these are dividers. Dividers here, nice cardboardy stuff, pretty thick. More dividers from 51 to 100, and it's going to be stacks of cards within those dividers. And oh, holy mother of pearls! There's a whole crap ton. Look at all those. These are all dividers, really? Holy moly! Okay, oh yeah. And then you're going to have these explorations here. That's a different type of tile. Then you're going to have your skills that you'll have set aside, and character skills, and advanced skills, and save. That's where you're going to put, like, if you save games. And it seems like it's super easy to save too. It's a pretty slick system. I'm pretty impressed with that whole idea. I'm really curious to see how it works out. What else we got in this box here? We got the little stands for our characters, I'm sure. Let me take a look up here. Don't know what that is. I'm sure it holds something effectively. And then, okay, yeah, and then we got, that's where we're going to be, you know, sliding our dividers in here, divvying up the cards. Whoa, no, nobody looking at those cards. Did I catch you looking at those cards? Anyway, sorry, wasn't trying to show you anything there. So there they all are. Okay, lots of unwrapping to do, lots of sorting to do. And then lastly, in this cute little, but very, you know, cost-effective box. Just a very custom size box there, and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of cards. And I can't show you any of them because that could very much be spoiler-ish territory. So anyway, that's wow. Does it really it just comes with one player aid? Okay, whatevs, I guess. This will probably be one of the few games that I do actually play with others, because I hear that's the way it really rocks. Actually, I just hear this game rocks. I'm very excited to check this out. Thank you for checking it out with me. That was the unboxing of the Seventh Continent. And as I play games, I always do a monthly review called the MVP Show. You might want to check that out. And if you search the YouTube tag for Seventh Continent, you're likely going to find it. Anyway, until next time, I appreciate you watching. I am Board Game Rants, and I'm out.